So here we are in practice. I'm just going to try and listen to the audio because I've been seeing a lot of 360s that have not worked recently, and I just want to know how to do it. So this is what I tried last season when I got spun by Perez. Yeah, full 90 degrees and then a revving of the engine and complete 360. That's what I tried last season. Obviously in the left-hander instead of the right-hander, but you know, it works. Qualifying one, and it was wet, and all of us were under intermediates. I adapted to the weather change quite quickly, and as the rain was getting heavy towards the end of the session, we went quite early and had a 2.156 second advantage over Leclerc trying to get redemption at France. However, with me having a clear gap in Sector 1 and Sector 3, not quite Sector 2, Charles would have a small chance at getting his redemption over the circuit. End the session, and with the rain only getting heavier, no one improved on their lap time, and I kept my 2.156 second gap ahead of Leclerc in second place. In the break to qualifying 2, the rain got lighter, and during the session the rain was only going to get lighter, but I ignored this. So I did the lap at the beginning of the session. I thought that when the AI went out, the 3.011 second gap to Sainz in 10th place would be enough. I did also have a 1.959 second ahead of Verstappen in second place with a clear margin in each sector. End the session, and we got knocked out. It was not a big enough of a gap to the AI. Hamilton topped the session, and we were 1.591 seconds behind Lewis and 0.798 seconds from safety. I really forgot how much the rain can affect the lap times, so that was annoying.
As the drivers begin to climb into their cars down on the grid, the excitement is really building at this magnificent circuit. We're just about ready to go racing for today's Formula One Grand Prix. The circuit Paul Ricard then, a 3.6-mile track, 25 miles east of Marseille. 15 corners here, 6 to the left and 9 to the right, with the main overtaking chance expected to be going into turn 8. Top speeds today should be around 205 miles per hour. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. George Russell will begin today's event in pole position, edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Hamilton, Sainz, Sergio Perez and Leclerc, Vettel, Albon, Gasly and Guan Yu Zhou, Verstappen, Mick Schumacher, Fernando Alonso and Stroll, Ocon, Magnussen, Valtteri Bottas and Yuki Tsunoda, Ricciardo and Nicholas Latifi. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. Natalie Pinkham joins me once again in the commentary box. It's fantastic to have you with us today. I'm curious though, how do you think the drivers stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
Well, I imagine they'll be starting to feel the adrenaline as they anticipate the rundown into turn 1, a bit like preparing to go into battle. The unknown situation will bring nerves, but that's a good thing. It'll keep them focused on the moment and on their surroundings as we build towards the start of the Grand Prix.
So here we are on the grid for the French Grand Prix. Looking at the strategies at the moment, 2 mediums and a soft, or 2 mediums and 2 softs. Obviously with the wet qualifying we would have extra softs. Let's see what we can do with the 2 mediums and the soft, however. See if we can make it as quick as possible. It's looking like we have it with a pit stop lap 20 and lap 21. See what we can do with a medium hard, however. Is it going to be quicker? It's quicker than free stop. doesn't seem to be yeah, it's not quicker than the 2-stop. How about 2 softs? Or medium soft? Let's go 2 softs, see what that can do for us. See, 0.5, 1.1, 1.7, 1.8, 2.2, 2.208, marginally, no, 5 seconds slower. Okay, I believe we're just going to stick with the medium hards then, if we're going to change our strategy. I don't see why we'd need to, so, yeah. Do I check what strategy everyone else is going to be doing? No, first I take out the fuel. 53 laps, let's go 1 extra lap, and then to the nearest kilo, upwards, of course. How are the tyres looking? Everyone on mediums. Interesting. Right, might as well get started. Here we are for the French Grand Prix. Let's get straight into the replay, no time to waste. So, here we are. I'll show the off-board and then I'll show the on-board, because lap 1 was quite manic. So, we got off to a poor start as always, dropping down to 17th, 18th even, behind Sonoda. Then to turn 1 we tried to get back ahead of Sonoda, and then maybe even try and get ahead of Bottas again. However, it didn't quite work, and we went back behind Sonoda. However, through the end of Sector 1, it did, with Lance Stroll getting damage against Schumacher, so we got back ahead of Sonoda. Went wide almost off the circuit and trying to get Bottas and Magnussen, but managed to get just Magnussen for now, leaving Bottas up next. However, seemingly we weren't quick in the straight, and Ricardo trying to make it 3 wide in the background, and so we just tried to chase after Bottas. We got a good run out of the chicane, so we decided to go on the inside for turn 11. And although it looked like he turned in a little bit early there, no contact was made. And Lance Stroll through turn 12 because of his damage. I went off the circuit, made sure I let Stroll back ahead, but obviously with Stroll's damage on his front right, we could just get up a position, and up to P14 we went, making up 1 place on lap 1 somehow. And obviously Stroll, because he went in the pit lane, jumps up, but then jumps back down. And we went after Zhou Guanyu. No, we went after Schumacher. Why? Okay. We went after Schumacher and got the position on him, and now we were allowed to chase after our teammate for P12. Just going to finish Sector 1 and then I'll go back on board with... I'll go on board for lap 1. Schumacher trying to get a bit close. Anyway, we got an okay start by previous standards, only losing 3 positions, and able to get all of them again on lap 1. So Sonoda battling him. Surprisingly, Magnussen wasn't able to make his dive bomb work, going around the outside of Sonoda. And then trying to go around the outside of Magnussen and Zhou, but not great working with Bottas, not Zhou. Zhou's looking 10th. Worked with Magnussen, not quite Bottas. Just going to look at how Stroll got his damage on Schumacher. Schumacher locked up. Schumacher's fault. So then we went after Bottas, and AI just held each other up through this part, and I don't know what Bottas was doing, but I got a much better run. Pulled along the inside, little dab of ERS, put us further alongside, and through the corner we went and up into P14. Then of course Stroll was slow, although caught back up to Schumacher a bit. And a little wobble from Stroll forced me wide, so I made sure I gave him fully positioned back, and then round the outside of turn 13 I went and up into P14. Then you don't need to see the onboard of me overtaking Schumacher because you already saw that quite clearly. I can't remember oh no, I know. George made contact with someone on lap 1. Might have been Hamilton. Oh, here we go. Ooh. Little tap there. Let me just go check. Norris and Hamilton. How did they make contact with each other? Okay, so he gets ahead of Sainz. What? Oh, never mind, it was at turn 1. So Lewis just gets a me start, but oh. Well, that weren't really anything, was it? So here we go, back to live action. Leaving at the exact same point we left off because it's not actually live and it's highlights. So, chasing after Alonso, we weren't able to get him in sector 2, however, we just got held up and we went right round the outside in the chicane. Good to make no contact. He almost had a go at us into turn 11, but we forced him out at turn 12 and we went after Racengineer then. Almost in the same corner, but instead we just went around the outside, turn 13. Not really much space to give in. However, we were able to get ahead and up into P11. We went 4 positions in 2 laps. Then Max Verstappen was up next and forcing me to the inside and heading towards turn 1. We made a little bit of contact, not much, but we were up into P10 now, able to go chase after Pierre Gasly. Technically the 2 French at their own home circuit, but I'm Brit driving a French, so I don't know what that would be. Identity fraud, probably. That's not really funny, is it? Whatever. We went chasing after Pierre, and then with DRS we went toward the outside into the chicane, braking way late, staying on the circuit though, and allowing Verstappen to battle with Pierre whilst we just ran away. Now I'm just going to show you some onboards. So Verstappen and Pierre were battling. Joe kind of gets held up, and because I was far enough back, I was able to just go right round his outside, and I made sure that I stayed back. You can see here, lifted off quite early, gave myself a gap, because I could see Pierre and Max battling, and I know I was quite quick out of here, so I was able to just sail right round the outside, and then you can see Alonso getting close in the mirrors, battling through turn 11. And turn 12 he pulls ahead a little bit, but I just drift wide a little bit. On purpose, yeah. But then I immediately set sights on Joe and clear right round this outside I went. But confirm the move in turn 14. Now we're going to go on board with Joe. Hopefully you can see a little bit of contact. No, we just pulled ahead immediately. Now he forces me to the inside. Oh no. He turns left. Can we say that was Max's fault? Thing is, I'm drifting right, but Max has also turned left. See, Max is following me, we wouldn't make contact. But then he turns left. I think that's Max's fault. Kill me in the comments if you want to. Then yeah, we've already shown. Got close. I don't know why I went round the outside. Max just saw the gap and went for it. No blaming him there. And Pierre almost losing 2 places in one go. But manages to stay ahead of Max. Oh, never mind. I have a feeling this one's going to be a long one, you know. Well, we're already at 12 minutes, and we're not even past a quarter of the race. Okay, I'm just going to try and speed up a little bit now. Albon, next up, he defended towards the inside. I forced him even more. I then went to the middle. Kept to the middle this time, and he tried cutting the corner to stay ahead, but it was futile as I got past up into P8. I wonder if I should be showing the highlights from on board. Yep, this time no moving left or right. In fact, I was moving right. But that's not where Albon was. and I gave him plenty of space, but he just decided to cut the corner. Thank you very much. Then we went after Charles Leclerc, and obviously this is where he made that fatal mistake in the race last year. So hopefully, just so he allows us past, he would do the exact same for this time. Although I'm asking my favourite driver to crash, so. And down towards the inside we went into turn 1. This time he didn't turn left into me, and we were able to get past without any contact whatsoever. Max Verstappen. Have a look at that. Just gonna check on board with Charles, of course. Make sure that there was no contact. Yep, no contact. We were drifting right. Were we drifting right? Yes, we were. Okay, I still need to work on that. Next up was Vettel. We stayed really close to him through turn 6, not. Okay, YouTube Studio's been a pain. I'll leave you alone, okay? Yeah, I forgot I didn't make the move in Sector 2. Sector 3, that's where it was. Heading towards turn 12 we went then. We tried going down the inside, but it didn't work, so we just went around the outside. This is where I went off the corner and made sure that the Aston Martin got back ahead. But, obviously, we have the speed, so we just went right around the outside of turn 13. Made it look like he was standing still. It also allowed Charles Leclerc to get back ahead, so good for you. We then went after Carlos Sainz. But obviously, no, I'm just gonna do a little on board. Yeah, heading into the corner, just went wide and then had too much speed still. Made sure Charles Sebastian got back ahead and completely, and then we went back after him. Then Carlos. 5 more and then we're into the lead of the French Grand Prix. Carlos, this time we stayed a little bit closer to him through turn 6 than we did with Sebastian Vettel, so hopefully we were able to make the move down the Mistral Straight. However, he was looking at making a move on Sergio Perez. And again, I've kept in this even though I didn't need to. I will need to check something that I've cut a corner somewhere. Almost. No, it weren't me on lap 6, it was Gasly. My bad. I've just wasted time again. Anyway, I'm going to try and go quick through the rest. After lap 17, it's just going to be clean. Kind of. Only 5 more incidents to look at. Anyway, Pierre Gasly pulling over to the side at his home Grand Prix. Very unfortunate for him to be retiring. He's not had the best. I don't know. I'll have to look at the championship. I don't think he's had the best of luck this season. And there we go. I can't be wasting any more time, so I'm just going to start here. Down the main straight we went, and we were a lot closer to Carlos Sainz this time around, so we forced him to the inside, and then we just went inside anyway. Forced him to the right, he kind of forced me left, but I got ahead anyway. Contact, that, yeah, this bit of contact, however, oh, you're going to be a pain and not show it. Great. Absolutely wonderful. It apparently caused me damage, but I don't see any. Who's this one? Again, he's moved left. It's Carlos's fault. We're not making contact if Carlos moves left. If Carlos doesn't move left. I'm saying it now. Sergio Perez, we then went after on lap 8. This time I went for the outside, forced him to the inside. This way, they're not going to try and force me to the inside of the corner. And so I got myself up into P4, able to then chase after Lewis, who had no DRS. Of course, because he's the leader of this little pack. So heading out turn 7, we then just opened the DRS, flicked on the ERS, and in towards the chicane. We did nothing. And waited for sector 3. No, I was trying to make it 1 a lap. Try and be nice to me. We were drifting right again, so I guess that's why it's better for me to go on the outside. But I can't say I'm the only one that does drift right, because we'll look at Perez. Actually, I'm not sure. I think he stays straight. Oh no! I keep doing that. Hamilton, we then went to the outside, forced him to the inside, and quite literally forced him to the inside, allowing us to giving us the position. And on lap 9, up into P3 we went. Obviously with front wing damage to be changed in the pit stop. Quite literally forced them to the inside. We stayed middle this time. We cut the corner and lost so much time. Well done. There it is. First track extension warning of the race. No surprise. Oh. Lap 12 we caught up to Norris. And with an easy overtake down the main straight, we were up into P2. Able then to chase after George. We weren't going to be able to get on the straight, even if we were trying to do 2 a lap, because of how far back we were. This time, did we stay straight again? Yes, we did. Why can't I do that more often? Oh. Ah. There we go. Then lap 13, we forced Russell to the outside. This time, no contact, I believe. And up into P1 we went on lap 13 to give ourselves the lead of Grand Prix. Yay. Finally. This time we did drift right. Ooh, George, naughty boy. Yes, we're drifting right, but come on. That's his fault. You can't turn left. You turn left and that's what causes the damage. What happened lap... Did I have another warning on lap 13? I thought that came lap 17. Nope, there it is. Okay, my bad. Who's been? Perez, okay. Oh yeah. It's that time. Joe Granu running P9 at the moment. And going through sector 3. He's quite lonely at the moment, so I need to give him some company. Wouldn't want to fall asleep at the wheel, you know. That'd be very bad. Someone give him some action so that he can actually do something and not fall asleep. Anyway, I'm not falling asleep, you are. And unfortunately, Joe will be able to have an early night as he retired from the Grand Prix. Nothing more really to say, he just retired from the Grand Prix. Oh. And then lap 20, we're in the lead by quite a while after George pitted. So, yeah. But then we decided to come in on that lap because it was our pit lap. I've been talking for about 30 minutes now, haven't I? Yep, okay. I'm going to try and speed up now. So, going through sector 3. Do we crash? No, we don't. Good. Cool. Yeah. Okay. I really don't know what to talk about. So, strategy, sure. 2 mediums and a soft at the end of the race. Laps 20 and... Well, I thought 40, but lap 20 and 41. Because I don't remember the strategy, I just look at the strategy MFD pop-up menu. Came into the pits, no speeding, purple turn in, changed from front wing, changing tyres onto the mediums. What about the release? Here's a little pull, and off we were to go back onto the circuit. Obviously not losing any positions. How about the pit exit? There's nothing to talk about. Oh, there's George. I didn't realise I came out. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I came out a little bit close. Obviously with the front wing change. But not really anything to worry about as we were clear by a mile. If we were going quick enough, slow enough. And then we lap 28. Okay, that's why I went slow. Oh my lord. Little bit of a wobble. But not much. Enough to put us into the 137s instead of a 136. I should actually check if there's any more on that lap. This is what I see for 2 hours every morning on the weekends. I wonder why I enjoy it so much. That might have made me slow. There's no need to look at an off board for that. I think lap 29 I was just slow. Turned in a bit early there. That wouldn't have made me slow. Oh, that would have. Going really wide. We've already pulled a 17-second gap in 8 laps. Just broke late, went really wide. No reason for it. No wobble on the rear end. We just didn't want to turn in. So yeah, that was fun. Lap 31 then. We had another slow lap. I'm watching the steering wheel to see if there's any erratic movements. No, we were just slow. What about lap 38? 3 laps before our second pit window. Nope, again just slow. Oh yeah, Bottas pit a couple laps ago. Came out right behind us. I thought Latifi didn't appear on his camera then. Anyway, we came to the end of lap 41. And we spent 21 laps on these medium tyres. And it was time to go put the bin and replace them with some soft tyres for the last 12 laps of the Grand Prix. Fairly comfortable at this point. 50-second gap to George Russell. Obviously after he's made his second pit stop as well, so that'll come down to about 25. Well, actually, probably 30 to be honest. When we come out the pit stops. Good turn in, no speeding, and a quick release this time. Obviously no front wing change, but out we came onto the circuit. Good thing Stroll was clear, and we came out into the race miles ahead of George. And this one I can actually say was miles because the circuit is long, hence why we only have 53 laps around here. Oh, little mistake there. Didn't notice that. Yeah, 28, 25. Close enough. Then lap 51. We were catching up to these front runners, entailing of Hamilton, Vettel and Sainz and Charles. And coming into the chicane, Vettel and Sainz were battling, but I was too close and we collided into Sainz, giving ourselves front wing damage. Yay! This one I will take blame for. I was just too close to Sainz. He tried pulling away to the side of the circuit, but again, I think I said this in Championship 19 actually. The AI should not pull over immediately. He could have been in that gap. He shouldn't slow down so dramatically. But obviously, I've been racing with these stupid AI for a long time now, so I should really be expecting it. Obviously, no penalty. I mean, that'd just be stupid. And what did you know, that gave me my third track extension warning and a penalty for this race. And then we came to lap 53, 2 laps late. Sainz did try and unlap himself, but it was useless, as we stayed ahead throughout the whole of the final 2 laps. Punishment for being stupid on the exit of the chicane, and my punishment for being stupid at the exit of the chicane is front wing damage. So I say we're equal. I can't ask Sainz because he can't respond. But yeah, coming around to win our second French Grand Prix in a row, and our 4th victory in the season in a row. Let's continue this momentum as we have one more race before the summer break, and it would be extremely nice if we could win Hungary and then get really close to wrapping up the championship. I think, not sure how many more victories we need. I'd say about 5 or so. It puts us above 100, and obviously that will give us the victory in the championship. The first legitimate one on this game. Can't believe it's taken me over half the gaming cycle, but you know, same's happened for quite a lot of content creators actually. Although I'm not a content creator. I'm just some random bloke that records what he does in the morning on the weekend. I'm going to stop talking now because this is really weird. Bye. The race was done on the 12th of February, 13 days ago, and the script on the 25th of February. It should have been completed ages ago, but yeah, I procrastinate a lot when it comes to writing the script. Anyhow, the tyre temperatures, I cannot remember them. The grid slot was a purple, with the yellow line being perfectly between the front wing and the front tyre. Obviously could go further, but that will do for now. Start was a poor one, as into turn 1, we dropped to 18th place behind Magnussen, Bottas and Tsunoda. We were able to overtake our way back into P16 on the back straight after turn 7. This began with a move in turn 4 on Tsunoda. Down the inside after the Aston Martin of Stroll hit Schumacher ahead of him and slowed down everybody. I was already trying to overtake Tsunoda, so I just confirmed the move and pushed myself to P17. Then into turn 5 I tried a double move on Magnussen and Bottas, but going on the exit curb I was only able to get the Haas round the outside of turn 6 when he braked because of Valtteri on the inside. With Bottas taking the exact inside and apex, he was able to take P15 for now. Now Stroll was not responsible for his damage, that was Mick locking up in sector 3. I pounced on Bottas in turn 8, 12, down the 11, down the inside, no, turn 10, my bad. Down the inside with the easy flat corner, I took P15 again. The reason I struggled about the corner number is because it is missing in the script. Next was the damaged Stroll. I tried first rounders outside of turn 11, but I ran out of road, so I took the opportunity to go round the outside of turn 12 instead. This worked much better, and I boosted myself up one position on lap 1 somehow. Also, lap 1, Hamilton and Norris received warnings of a collision heading into turn 1 when Perez spooked Lewis and he wobbled into the rear of Norris. Should not be a warning for either of them, but hey ho, that's the Codemasters and EA game. Punish small contact but let anyone get away with murder. Lap 2 finally, and into turn 1 I was able to overtake Schumacher with a simple move on the inside of the corner, and before turn 2 he backed out of the corner. I left enough space, but when I saw the Evo behind me, I hit the apex of turn 2. Now, on the Mistral straight, I was heading into the chicane, and I saw that Verstappen and Gasly were side by side, so I backed up a little bit, and it paid off. Alonso went slow, and through turn 9, I overtook him. However, into turn 10, he tried re-overtaking me, but it did not work as I was on the inside, and in turn 11, he fell back. I did not do anything, though he did this to himself. This allowed me to overtake Zhou around the outside of turn 12, and in turn 13 I completed the move with much more superior acceleration and put myself P11. So I chased Max, and I was able to overtake Max into turn 1 with a move to the inside of the circuit, and there was some slight contact. Now, I was drifting right, but Max jinked left, and that's what caused the contact. If there would have been contact if he did not jink left, then I would be to blame, as I was hitting his line. The same lap then, 3, I was able to overtake Pierre with a simple DRS pass round the outside of turn 8. However, I did go a bit deep, but it prevented any move on the exit of turn 9, as he was alongside with Max. I did risk it, as it was a move to the outside of the circuit with less than half a car's width room, but it worked. Lap 4 and Albon was next. I was closer heading into the chicane, so he defended, and I took the middle racing line as much as possible and went clean round him as he awkwardly hit the apex and slowed down. Next up, Leclerc. This overtake was a move to the inside of turn 1 once again, and this time the outside car did not jink left and there was no contact between us. I was drifting right again, yes, but it was fine as he always had enough space and we did not hit each other. Next up now, Vettel. He was the fun move around the outside of turn 11 until I left the circuit. I made sure to concede the position, and instead I overtook him around outside of turn 12. Like Joe, with the acceleration, I pulled clear in turn 13, and I was up into P6. Lap 6 was next, and I had enough of P6 and I wanted P5. I had to overtake Sainz for this one, but first a retirement. In Sector 2, the home driver, Ocon does not count as I am a Brit, am driving. Pierre retired from the race and pulled over on Mistral Straight. Lap 7 and into turn 1, I was overtaking Sainz, and like Verstappen, I drifted right and Sainz jumped left. If he did not, we still hit, he would not have been responsible for the slight non-visible bit of front wing damage that I got. So in this case, because Sainz made the move, the jink left, that caused the front wing damage, it's Sainz's fault for the front wing damage. No penalty though, just a racing incident. It was fine, as lap 8 I overtook Perez on the outside of turn 1, this time using the outside so that I cannot drift right into a driver, as there is no driver on my right. I am the driver on the right. So it was clean, and I moved myself one position away from the podium, closer to the podium. We both drifted right, slightly, but it was fine. This allowed me to overtake Hamilton on lap 9 with a near copycat move, this time using my technique and staying to the middle of the circuit till the turning in point, obviously at which I turned to the apex. But as someone hit yellow bollard, I turned in too early and had to open the steering wheel, because otherwise I would have hit Lewis and gave him damage. But it was fine anyway, as he cut the corner, but no warning for him. Oh, I've missed out the number here. Lap 11? Oh no. Lap 9, that's it. Slightly extended turn 10. No time gain, but left the white lines. Lap 12, and I finally caught the McLaren and Mercedes of George and Lando. Wrong way round. Lap 12 being the lap I overtook Lando, and with a clean move around the outside, and even before the braking, I was clear of Lando, and I was able to chase after Russell, which I did and completed on the next lap with an inside pass into turn 1, and I had the lead of the French Grand Prix. A pass on the inside of turn 1 would not be a pass on the inside of turn 1 if I did not drift right, so I did. This did not result in contact, as even though Russell jinked left, he was further behind me. No DRS of course, and he would have to jink left more for contact, so there was none. Next up was a second track extension warning, a track extension of turn 12, just a note with the Russell. There may have been contact with his front tyre and my rear tyre with each other's side pod, but not much. Not anything worth noting really, and yet I've still noted it. Very normal for me to do so if I track extend around Paul Ricard, turn 12, at the exit of it. Next up was lap 17, and this lap Zoe joined Pierre and retired from the Grand Prix. He pulled over to the side of the circuit during the final two corners, turn 14 and turn 15, and retired. Lap 20, and it was finally time to pit from the mediums to more mediums. No speeding into the pit lane, a good turn in, and a front wing change. A nice release, and with everybody already pitting, I was back into the lead with a bit shorter lead from the front wing change, of course. Lap 28 was next, just a slow lap caused by a wobble in turn 6. Not much of a problem, but caused me to lose speed on the straight, of course, and so lost enough time to go outside my targets. Lap 29, and again we had a slow lap. This one caused by a wide turn 14. Not sure what happened, but I lost time going wide through turn 14. Lap 31, and again we fell short of the target time. This was because I went slow. Lap 38 was the same, just went on a go slow. Lap 41, and we had our second pit stop in the race. going this time mediums to fresh softs. I could have done double softs instead of double mediums because of the wet qualifying, but the strategy worked fine as it was. No speeding, a purple turn in, and a good release putting me first with around 28.7 seconds to George in second place. Now, the last incident involved Science. Again, I have a problem with him. I don't know why. This time he was battling on his lap 50, my lap 51, and out the chicane he decided to instantly stop battling and obey blue flags. Caught me off guard and I ran into his rear and got front wing damage. Yes, I should have seen him slowing down, but he should wait to go completely off the racing line first. That's just smart. Instead, I ran wide in turn 12 and handed Science an extra lap, but with blue flags he finished the race behind me and lapped. Very annoying, that incident, as it really soured what was a great race from P15 to P1, so yeah. But what else can you do? Unfortunately, once again, not completely depleted the battery and finished the race with about 5% left. Petty things that could have made the race better, but they are not needed. I won the race, and with Verstappen in 10th place, that is more than enough. 95 points the gap, 1 point behind the targeted gap at this point, at 96. Thank you, Max, for helping me get closer to that targeted position with a terrible racist here. So yeah, got nothing else to talk about. Much better than Championship 39 in the Ferrari. Pretty much equaled the second attempt at the race in the first season of Championship 59. And yeah, I think this was one of the best. I can't remember it in Championship 19. I mean, I don't remember anything from Championship 19 almost. So, that's kind of bad actually. I remember the crash at Spain. I remember talking about Antonio Giovinazzi in Belgium. Oh yeah, that's right. But I had a friend in France, didn't I? I was talking to Twitch chat. Maybe I should start streaming again. I mean, I probably wouldn't use the edited I probably wouldn't use Twitch footage. I stopped using Twitch because of my laptop being very slow to export the videos when they were edited. So yeah, I wouldn't go back to using Twitch footage. Maybe for some key highlights, but that'd be it. Anyway, I'm waffling, and I'm just going to leave you now to get on with the rest of your day. And what is this? This is going to go out on Tuesday. Really looking forward to the Grand Prix this weekend. Red Bull are looking ominous. I really hope they don't dominate as much as they did last year. They'll probably still dominate with Ferrari. Merc will play catch up a little bit in the first part of the season, but won't catch up enough to win the championship because Max will be too dominant. They could win the Constructors, I think, though. I think Checo would lose too much points. Anyway, that's going to be it. I'm going to speak to you later. Bye.